Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I'll be reading the July 21st Daily Inspirational Message, the condensed version. It's 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself to a little prayer and then make a few comments on the message. And if you find the message of use, please be so kind as to like the video. Thank you for that. Here we go, the title. Why do we support negative beliefs about ourselves? Paragraph 1. When you experience anger, resentment, judgment, anxiety, jealousy, or hatred, do not be critical of yourself, for none of these represent the truth in you. They are simply lies you have been programmed to believe as useful and true. These energies and emotions are tools of the ego's mindset, programmed into us as being natural, normal, rational responses and reactions to God's children and creations. These false concepts and veil and obscure the loving, light-filled truth within us all. The more we buy into these false concepts as true, the more they hide who all of us really are. Being love's creations, we cannot use these energies and emotions and still feel good and at peace. The ego understands that there is a direct correlation between how badly we feel and how willing we are to judge. The worse we feel about ourselves, the quicker we are to anger, and the more willing we are to judge and thus support these negative beliefs about ourselves as real and true. Paragraph 2. Today, each and every time a negative thought or belief of self or other tries to enter and pollute your mind, say to yourself, in quotes, I am love's creation, and we are all one, all only and forever the love that God is. My function in this world is to be, in my own unique way, the loving light and guide that God created me to be. Knowing this, I now dismiss and no longer acknowledge all negative beliefs about myself and others as true. I no longer support the ego's lies as true. I am done punishing myself and others with my own thoughts. Ego, I no longer serve you. Now I only serve God, love. Today I humbly yet wholeheartedly ask God to shine through me so that I may help guide my brothers and sisters back into alignment with the light in them. God, please allow my light to shine bright. God, please allow me to see all others only through your loving, non-judgmental lens. Today, through me, may my brothers and sisters find their way back home to you, the truth within all of us. Amen. All right. Why do we support negative beliefs about ourselves? Okay, today I'm going to make 5 points that I trust will assist both of us in the implementation of today's daily inspiration. Point number 1. Whenever you feel these energies and emotions, such as those of anger, resentment, judgment, anxiety, jealousy, or hatred, don't punish yourself for that. It's okay to feel your feelings. But after you feel your feelings, take special note of how your feelings are making you feel. Are they aligning you with your true loving nature? Or are they separating you from your true loving nature? Are they supporting the loving light within you that God created you to be? Or are they blocking that self-awareness to the light within? And so in point number 1, don't punish yourself for feeling these negative thoughts and emotions and energies. Instead, just recognize how they feel and how unlike they are to the truth in you. Point number 2. Remember, none of these feelings or emotions that seem to be in opposition to love, to God, to all, are true. And so whatever tries to place itself in opposition to love cannot be real or true, because love is all. And so this stuff, this judgment and frustration and anger and resentment and regret and revenge, all those are just programs we've been taught as real and true. And we've been read these programs over and over for so long that we now assume they're real and true and normal and right. But because they're in opposition to what's truly true, the love within us all, then this must be just an illusion we've been programmed to believe is true. And so this anger, this frustration, this resentment, this revenge, this anxiety, this fear, this doubt, this shame, none of them are truly you. And so don't give your time, focus, and energy to the lies. Because if you give your time, focus, and energy to the lies, they seem more and more real. But they were never real in the first place. So just stop that line of thinking, forgive them, process them, let them go, align with the truth within you, and share that truth with all others. So that's point number 2. No energy or emotion that's in opposition to love is real or true about you. Point number 3. No matter if they're not true about you, the ego is always going to try to defend its tools and mindset as real and true. Because if you find out they're not real and true, guess what? The ego dissolves away into the nothingness from which it came. And so it says, well, this person did X or Y, and that triggered you. So now you have to judge them back, or you have to be frustrated or resentful or angry or hateful at them for saying that. But that's the ego trying to convince you that you can use its tools and mindset to support you in this reality. But when has anger or hatred or revenge or fear or doubt or shame or guilt ever supported shining bright the light in you? When have those emotions ever brought peace to your mind or joy to your heart? Never. And so why continue to support a thought system that does not support you? Stop supporting the ego's tools and mindset as true. Because the less time you spend supporting it, the more time you realize that, you know what? That's not what I want. I want to align with the truth within me, and I want to be in every interaction and situation and offer only that love to my brothers and sisters. Which is getting us to point number 4. Whenever you find yourself stuck in the ego's tools and mindset, again, don't punish yourself. Simply remind yourself, okay, what is my function here in this interaction or situation? What is my function? And your function is always the same: to offer the expression of love that moment or individual seems to be requesting. And so if your brothers or sisters are in judgment and in resentment and in pain, then in that moment, you're there to show them a way to forgiveness, to compassion, to understanding and peace. And so all you have to ask yourself in point number 4 is, what is my function in this moment or interaction or the situation? And that function is going to be some form of expression of that love that's the truth within you and within us all. That's point number 4. And point number 5 is, as we usually try to end the sessions, is with gratitude. Gratitude to those ego tools, to that anger, resentment, jealousy, pain, hate, fear, shame, guilt. Why? Because we can only support those lies as true for so long before we ask ourselves, is there not a better way? Is there not a better way to participate in this world than anger, than judgment, than frustration, than resentment, than all that stuff? And so all that stuff is helping you do is realize that you don't want it. And so the more you can cross these things off your map, off your emotional, spiritual, and physical map, the less you will have a need for them. Because the less time, focus, and energy you invest in them, the smaller they'll appear in your life, the less time they will take in your life. And the more peace you will have, and the more joy you will have. And then you'll be start to say, well, you know what? This joy and peace kind of feels good. I would do want to offer love's expressions to my brothers and sisters, because we're all one. And so whatever I offer them, I experience myself. Whatever I offer them, I reinforce within myself. And so my light shines brighter and brighter each day. And it was partially because I got sick and tired of what the ego's mindset and tools had to offer. And so thank you, ego tools and mindset, because you've shown me what I do not want. And knowing what you do not want is of use to recalling what it is that you truly want. You truly want to be who God created you to be. That is your function in this world. And when you're fulfilling your function, you will feel fulfilled. And so, point number 5, thank those negative emotions and energies that the ego would not only have you judge others for, but have you judge yourself for judging others for. That's the ego's insane little game. It's a little downward dark spiral, which we no longer want. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I love you very much. And God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.